So here is problem number 8. The students enrolled in honors biology at a high school were given the task of using a spreadsheet program to investigate a topic in genetics. All students in the class had similar background knowledge of the topic. Some students in the class had no spreadsheet experience, Group R, and needed time to learn the program to complete the task. The rest of the students, Group S, had previous spreadsheet experience and typically took less time to complete the task. Each of the histograms below show the distribution of completion times in minutes for one of the two groups. Histogram 1, histogram 2. Part A. Of the two histograms shown, 1 and 2, which one is more likely to be the distribution of completion times for students in Group R? Justify your answer. So looking back up at the histograms, histogram 2 more resembles Group R than histogram 1. Histogram 2 has a higher average completion time than histogram 1, which lines up with the statement made that Group R students needed more time to complete the task. Part B. Describe the shape of a histogram created from the data of the two groups of the students combined. So, combining the two histograms will create a symmetric but bimodal graph. Its peaks are located at both ends of the graph, which will result in the middle not having a peak. And part C. Consider the population of all students in honors biology classes in the high school state who were given the task of using the spreadsheet program to investigate the topic in genetics. The distribution of the completion times had a shape similar to the combined histogram of students at the high school, with mean 70 minutes and standard deviation 26.5 minutes. For random samples of 50 students taken from the population, describe the following distribution of the sample mean completion time. So the data will be approximately normal, as the central limit theorem allows us to conclude this, as the sample size of 50 is large enough to where we don't have to look at the graph. The mean is given to us, it says 70 minutes, and to find the standard deviation, we have to use the formula S over square root of m, which these two numbers are both given, 26.5 over root 50, which results in 3.75 minutes. So now looking at the answer key, part A. So I stated that histogram 2 is more likely to be Group R. I referred to the fact that Group R should have longer completion times, and I justified the choice based on a comparison of the locations of the peaks of their ranges in histograms 1 and 2. Part B. My response stated that the shape would be bimodal and provide a reasonable description of the distinct nature of the peaks. For part C, I stated that the mean and of the sampling distribution is 70 minutes. I correctly calculated the standard deviation to be 3.75 minutes with enough work shown. I stated that the shape is approximately normal, and I justified the shape by noting that the sample size of 50 is large. So I would have earned an E on all 3 parts.